Alright, so we're here in the Maserati Levante, which I have on loan from Maserati San Diego. It is one of the coolest compact SUVs that I've ever driven. I would say the coolest, except there's so many good options out there these days that you really have to consider them all. I would say it's comparable with the Porsche Macan. And yeah, I have really enjoyed my time with it thanks to Maserati of San Diego. So here you've got one of the sportiest, widest compact SUVs out there. Give you a little glance at the back here. But the biggest advantage to this guy is the twin turbo V6, which just sounds absolutely phenomenal when you're driving it. This is also the SQ4, so S means the slightly sportier engine of that V6 twin turbo, and then the Q4 being the four-wheel drive version of it. So you could technically off-road this Maserati, and I'm going to show you something that's really cool about that here in a minute, because it's got the magnetic ride lift to where it can go up or down a couple inches depending on what you're doing. So if you're off-roading, you can go up a couple inches, and if you're just being a speedy little driver, you can bring it down a couple inches to tighten up the suspension and keep it lower to the ground. So here we're taking a look at that system real quick. So it's really easy. Grab the camera, put it in park. So this switch right here brings it up, and then you'll see it start to increase up here as well. So it's going to turn off sport mode, put us in off-road mode, and it's hard to tell from the inside, but outside it's lifting up. So probably just went up 2.5 inches or so, and now we are ready to off-road according to Maserati. I'm not sure if I would do that with this car, but some of you more daring folks may. So pretty cool little feature. It's got great sunroof, panoramic, very nice. Back seats are very spacious. You know, this car just feels wide, and it is. It's slightly wider than your average compact SUV. But now let's test out the engine a little bit, what you really came for. And so we're gonna put it in manual sport mode, and we're gonna give this guy a rip. So it's a closed control street, so you don't have to worry about the speed there. But yeah, you get an idea that this thing sounds phenomenal. It has the manual start-stop unless you're in sport mode, so for those of you that aren't fans of that, you just throw it in sport mode, and then you don't have to worry about your car shutting off embarrassingly next to the person at the street light. And other than that, really cool compact SUV that I never thought that I was gonna like as much as I do. And it's just really fun to drive. If you haven't considered the Maserati Levante yet, maybe you're checking out this video, I would strongly consider it. Very cool car. Good, simple infotainment system. More so, it's got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which is really all you need these days. The only consideration is how many bells and whistles you really want in this thing, because it varies significantly. You can get bare bones, which is not going to have much, or you can get this thing fully loaded, which is probably what you want to do, which would have a lot of the newer features like the collision avoidance, the adaptive cruise control, the magnetic ride changing, what I showed you, and so on and so forth. So if you enjoy all the bells and whistles, opt for the upgrades, and if you just want the plain Jane stuff and just the engine, you could get the base model. But I think Maserati did a phenomenal job in this car. You know, a lot of complaints about Maserati are the interior. I'm not seeing that. This looks like a high quality interior, even though this is the more basic version of the interior. All the leather, all the, you know, parts and pieces feel fit and finished. And it just is a great, really fun car to drive. So check out the Maserati Levante. Have a good one.